AVB kofa Porto team no. Iti adwuma AVB ye o Porto team no nya adwuma na an exceptional difficult job. Bia as adwuma na den say Mrs. Somo de omaba. When Amorim came to pick Sporting Lisbon, Sporting CP no na ye kan omo pre for league ni nyoma no Portuguese league ni mo a na Porto ni Benfica. They were the dominant force. So oyobi a wa be break the duopoly of Porto ni Benfica. Ade Sporting CP abedru ba bia sese no ono kura ni ho no mo a coach bi obeba Sporting CP bia no will get results with the foundation now set was our team nim. So in this particular discussion we are making, no, you can say about someone who is a builder. If Liverpool wanted to do a certain job at Liverpool, I know what I say almost there be. Your coach is a hold on your winners, but you're Jurgen Klopp. I could be a coffee Borussia Dortmund in free. Yeah, every Borussia Dortmund be compete by Munich at a certain point in time. It's young funny pebisa and oba team no bet me build there team baby. I'm not saying Ruben Amorim 11 when you do Jurgen Klopp. I'm not saying that. But I'm only trying to sell to you an idea behind the reason why certain teams appoint certain coaches at specific times. It's a nice woman the Omoya no sorry ya na Amorim bra. They say fancy if Manchester United had won the Europa League enra can Ketianum can come be ni say monko sanwe and monko sanwe after 2 years they'll be back to where they are. Let's accept the reality. Say team that form say tam. Team that form say tam. It won't take a magic to work miracles. You can win the Europa League today. Obetima so forth, but in the long term, no vision need to say. What is the vision like about Manchester United in the long term? And Antonio Conte baya. Antonio Conte baya about 1 season and 2 seasons. The rest of the seasons, they whatever Omar Bereda mo person mo with United, they want to build something a best sustaining United for a long period of time. And you say, me renew this year. Now the following season must go off. And I'm renew first 2 seasons. The third season is now say me win team. Now say me say rebuild the. Every single fan is ready for a rebuild, but they are not ready to go through the pain of rebuilding. United fan be a young rebuilding. Oh, team need a young rebuilding. Oh, team need a rebuilding. But the pain that is associated with rebuilding, you are not ready to carry it. Amorim Asa, Amorim Tatis, say agreed. There are certain things we can agree upon it. But I'm asking you now. See, a coach Bepa and I didn't be team with more players who don't be GBB. And the mojo bibia who are resemu say the next 2 or 3 seasons, you know, obetimi do United do top ana.
Yes.
Wontumi.
And this is a coach who did not want to come during the mid-season. And United understand the Kwaka say one man adwuma we then one man adwuma we before he joined United. Now one of the respectable coaches in and around Europe. As a young coach, I will pay that due to
Europe no more now. Crest on the out timer. Chelsea Munyan Epic coach, Obetini, Alenke, Ruben Amorim, na other clubs. What's time on the
But Akomeah third addressing Amorim. Me, I don't get it.
Nobody has said
coach. Yeah, I mean, but nobody said Amorim you're good. 2 different concepts.
Club, not short man.
Yes, that's my point. I want Akomeah.
I agree. I agree differently to that.
Vlas was a Juma, Amorim, it's there. It remains there, and it has been football. Even when you play, I'm telling you, say, look, even United of Ferguson banner, they will not be looking at Ferguson of yesterday. So they will be looking at Ferguson to solve today's problems.
I don't agree.
And look, big club. Who is giving this guy to fail with Manchester United and San Wababe a big boy?
You told him maybe or have a problem, Kakra. You see, you are speaking fact, but I believe that you have not come to the full conviction of the reality of Manchester United club. No. Oh, fact na okano.
So my point has been one.
Oh, fact pa na okano say it's a big club.
I always say
club no so channel.
Video be a proper buy no.
The heritage of the club. Newton, I agree with you about every single fact.
After the whistle no, camera no to Amorim so no court center so no interest. Look, those never can a lot to try and we've lived by time. And come on discuss the money then say, yeah who will be? If you are telling us Manchester United project, and you still want to convince me, say Amorim is the way forward here, I will tell you, say no. Sit down critically. National lineup game. Why he needed balance in the team? Why did Bruno Bar deep? A man like Casemiro, how many games in the season, you know, and or drop it Bruno that deep war where you need the finishing instincts in the final third.
Can I come in with that?
He made a lot of errors. Milkas would defend based on the wire. I would say no. The wire remains the draw for yesteryears. It has been football.
Fancy. Newton is speaking facts about the stature of the club. I believe the reality meaning that Newton in the full conviction of where United finds itself.
Reality, I'm already United.
Like baby, level now United the damo. Oh meba. New meba. A fact to say United standard any the omu ye ni nyina no indi semfata. It is a fact. Say a club like United carrying his stature now and young coach ni Ruben Amorim. I agree. But I'm here telling you that fact now what can you know? What is the reality on grounds about United?
The reality is some amount of time and you are looking for
and
the internet are breaking every boy, every person following Manchester New because you can't convince me.
New.
That is the reality. And internet go ahead M.Akomeah X you are here defending Amorim. Man share internet what trust because we are looking for the trophy. How share Amorim?
New woman kasana.
But also defend the guy wrongly.
Oh, I'm not defending
you are looking for
the guy wrongly.
Manchester fans a results.
New.
To woman kasa.
Woman kasa. Fancy. The reality on the ground there say team ni baby omo find your self no fancy team ni wo fem. United about to a certain level so United is now a mid-table club in reality. What did I mention no? Ohun one you know. If the club na kasa atena se Wontumi abareda amone se Jim Ratcliffe mo hu se da bi ebuo nie. Iti ebuo no se ne pese ye dey. Ye nwene no. Se ye nwene buo di se dia nipa wo ne pese ye de ne ba no ba nwene buo no. Fancy. Ensem a ye ka na bonten Sakrubi na Morim. I'm telling you say Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Omar Barreda, most of these guys they are not ready to sack Ruby na Morim.
Na some Abeka so almost on one.
And no team will rush into a decision like this. And sack Ruby na Morim abro mo na problem no. Because Ruby na Morim mo te ase say ono ni teams no opese tem bia no mo ye pre-season. And some was start season no. And Omar Barreda mo de share na concert chin na try say the opportunity na anie. Bra. Edinaba. Edinaba.
He took the opportunity.
No, because if they wanted,
he took the opportunity and the rest.
New. If they don't want it,
he took the rest.
New.
And the opportunity. Because the he took the risk and the opportunity. Match came calling mid-season. Yeah, no, we are fan Shamoro. He chose it.
No. See, not deal no say. Amorim say. Omomani Sporting because Sporting was still in the Champions League. Also free about my na Arsenal kwashe Sporting form. No be so you no say no. Omoma na ultimatum cry for this. Se do that say no ama ye be come before.
And buy.
I know dem.
It's a hard decision. You patrol you know
also Pedjuma.
He took the risk and the opportunity.
Fancy.
The risk and the opportunity.
Fancy. The underlying thing about even the Bruno issue now raises and Bruno na deep where Manchester United has failed to replace players like Michael Carrick, Paul Scholes, Darren Fletcher in a long period of time. Even Eric Ten Hag by United, a drew maybe not just saw the Bruno never in Finfini just to make sure so Betima control the game. The Bruno issue underlines the wrong profiling of signings United have done. And the priority signings are also United team here at a moment in time. And the 4 coaches. And then Atimika say Bruno 2 coaches now but be up so you know number 8. Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim. Every single one of them wants to use him in that position.
There's a 10 no.
And there's some pattern no. Bruno qualities no more is more than the Fifia. I don't know more penny Fifia. They are not getting it. So they will be forced to bring in a different player, a player only creative, to come into the midfield. I'm not here to say Ruben Amorim deserves 3 years for United. Menka say Ruben Amorim deserves 4 years or 5 years at United. No, I'm only trying to tell Newton, say. Baby, I say no. I fact say United a big club. I fact say United baby omujina ne ade ni nyana. Kenya wu coach ni. But I say the reality dey try say. Baby United ne nam no. Omu ntimi nkopamu coach we nkofo before from fanema. And there are a lot of factors e cause ade we mu. United sika semu nya opam no akotwa asen. Na akofo different coach awasa akotwa asen.
But so you also want compensation.
On the compensation, the one you are appointing, no, who friend is saying.
Well, Clifford Chamber for not to catch you, but my main friend not was so. My mem say, Clifford say fancy. I disagree with Newton because this is the club that have tried the experienced winners, philosophers, and even club legends. Yet none of them worked out. So why not give this one time to build and grow together with the team? And a new super soldier say, may you know what time the mouse or build there now to say
for now,
so that
is
the reality.
That is the reality. How many options there? Sergeant Ratcliffe, how many options there? Because get to the first mistake.
Next season, Crown, United and qualify Champions League. Crown, still now you are in the rebuilding.
Tell it, and I mean, you name the perimeters of Woody Bejina, so they are JJ Amorim next season. Because in the summer transfer, our players are moving target to Modebemano. Maybe next season, we want to see progress in this. And also, team that this position by this time. Yeah, Prince United NG League by next year. Yeah, also United by hook or crook, and also dominating league in the junior by next year. But the reality now, what not saying. United is not ready to dominate. United is not ready to dominate. United top 4 on the crown. Many shows are ready to play it consistently every season. The team is not ready. Team is not ready. And this is the perfect opportunity. So be because with the Adidas deal, when United doesn't qualify for Champions League, almost 25% or free the annual money they give to United. It comes down to the players. Now, Omo 1 year, Omo 2 years, Omo free. It's about who comes in to come and replace this particular squad. No matter what the Ruben Amorim person or day. No so. And everything that happened, no make KJ trophy now. Canadian Ketian, oh, United is back, but now what that down. Now the reality in United is a team in Eric Ten Hag GFL Cup, Tiana, the team near. The following season, Ten Hag also say. Osakwaji FA Cup, no, team near. They don't want to make that mistake again. I don't want to Ten Hag, no, they don't want to make that mistake again. Because we didn't take players, we said Zimone, other boys, video, team anymore. And they Ten Hag and the choir, and don't know. It's about a club policy now. Ain't Christopher Vevel. Any Omar Barada, any Jason Walker say, who are more remote per Victor Gyökeres. Yes, you as a club, and yes, you per Victor Gyökeres. Yes, you per wine, Lion Dilap. All the choice in a name, yes, you are a club. No. So this is where team no rebuild the new opportunity to be a bit more about touch bit me about.
Do you feel say no Sanka Ten Hag at the movie this season?
For Ten Hag to finish the season with us, I agree with that. Now I said that once I meet the Bianca because I say we. Obi asking me defending Ten Hag the do. That is the same thing you people said. And I would defend Ruben Amorim. Most I would defend me Ruben Amorim and next year Sakena. Me have already said Europa League or Sanke Sakeno. But me trust a train your man bebre one. Yan fair before any mrikatentem and pray and go take a decision because oh ye bibiana understand baby you find yourself no. Yes, sure when you know baby a wujina no. It's na you know man betu for say eh me baby who baby asonson ho. Hwe baby a wo free ba. Because baby a wujina ni baby a team ni jina no. Fancy, it is a fact. United is a big club. One of the biggest in Europe. Attention was to the level of scrutiny. Paul Scholes munina can be na club in the Krampogu.
Now to say big clubs now you can the Real Madrid and Barcelona's. Why rebuilding?
There's a difference between Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Okay.
Real Madrid, also Real Madrid failed to replace Sergio Ramos, failed to replace Marcelo, failed to replace Toni Kroos. Omo brand omo amre.
Yeah.
But omo so omo brand one season in no omo yede. Barcelona, Tama Lionel Messi call ye ge. Omo try ye. Omo replace and omo replace.
Yeah. Yamal.
I'm not saying Yamal ebedu the talent ni drew Messi, but at least Adena Kodane ye no. He's there. Musi Iniesta ko meboa. Iniesta replacement. Oman ko Las Palmas. Pedri di no.
Yeah.
Anko fana ma. And the Pedri boy Iniesta run na so mo. Busquets ko mo ko fa wan Frankie de Jong.
So omo rebuilding no still now.
So in as much as these teams you know, on Mesa contentem no obi to free mo. They will make sure say nipa kro na all United January we nko amakusha for any other players free team nko mu replace.
But now your question and say
meba wo omo replace sa players no. Mibusa fancy January. Players or Muja or Komu replace.
They are no cast or Pokrano. The sporting director.
So the sporting of direction of United is a huge problem.
Anything I'm going to be because get your man will Madrid nebas and you say in as much as how big are Manchester or French as Jim Ratcliffe. And so I can so no dear Monamoya the biggest club in the world. Madrid to be shim Barca to be shim yet Zavino obeji legal. But the flows is almost a
and the reason is
Ten Hag. What you Africa, the Carabao, almost no, and
and the reason is Barcelona and Real Madrid will give you as a coach what you want. It is Omokasi you have no reason.
Ancelotti, woman farmer no.
And yes, some of the Bema say Ebia, Ope player, Ebia me Toni Cruz, and Yama Toni Cruz.
Okay.
But the profile you want to they will give you a competitive squad. I'm not providing with a competitive squad. But United have not provided coaches with a competitive squad. It goes back to Jose Mourinho. Jose Tosso second in the league, Meboa.
Yeah.
Or here the following season, you just say, "Kasa, mumma me a competitive squad league ni meti me adi. Omo kofa Diego Dalot." And I did just say Mourinho.
That's what Kaso Pematamos, Monet, Jerome Boat.
And omo players omo kosi sabai. Ole Ghana so say up a competitive team. Ole Ghana say up a Declan Rice, up a way. Players ben omo kosi sabai. Do they even buy a defensive midfielder? So maybe United meba. But look at when I see Thiago Motta, Juve man. Look at the players at Juventus signing. They are requesting on Mototomano.
That is it, but he was sad.
That is it. That is where I'm coming from.
The big club mentality of Obusa, I want to say. I don't allow other clubs and your mama will
And I make a meeting. You are speaking facts that United is a big club. But I'm telling you, the reality is these big clubs in Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Mebao, in terms of the sporting project, they will provide the competitive team for you. But at United, the reality is almost failing to provide competitive teams for coaches. It is here, baby. United, United says, Ruben and Morima. It is good, supporters never get to. But the next attack, no, baby team, no, so now general this one is someone of UK war. Because the sporting competitive now, some
managerial change there. They
have not been able to provide a squad competitive enough.
What
I say, Casemiro, open so competitive, mebao. Open so competitive. It's not about the price. Obianka say United the mocha. Me say assemble be our kind of fact. United aboka, United the piaba reality to say. Reality nature say Rafa Varane and Casemiro. In normal days, United projects now no person mo those signings were unnecessary.
Why you are my mobile? Oh,
let me be honest with you.
But when you signing Casemiro, who the bars around it?
Fancy, 1 year there, every 2 years are there.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to build something, Eric Ten Hag crumple profile and open. Did they give him a competitive player in that particular profile? Eric Ten Hag saw Frankie Dion Meboa. They wasted the whole summer looking for Frankie Dion Monsanka. But look at the difference in play on Mokofa de Baye. Man United the team replace Paul Pogba. Omo team replace in Meboa. Fred intensity no the Baye United omo team replace. Omo ton Scott McTominay one omo de Baye. It will pack off Pep Guardiola then efa the Bra United in he will paper over the cracks. Next year I'm promising you the team will be at the same position.
Okay.
The whole sporting project, fact, Sabia United are spending United a big club. Say, I agree with every single fact you are saying. I agree with you perfectly. But the reality is different from fact. As some Lankasano, to say United cannot provide a squad that is competitive enough for any coach to compete until they change. Say,
Whoa, Mate.